All right. Hello, everyone. This is your final exam review. This is the first part of the final exam review. And in this part of the review, we're going to go over regular present tense and irregular present tense. So let's begin. Pause this video and find your regular present tense section in your review packet and go ahead and remind yourself of what the endings are. Okay, so the regular present tense endings for an AR verb are o, us, o, us, a, amos, on. Now, if you recall, verbs have patterns, verb endings have patterns. So if you weren't sure to begin with, now using the AR endings, you should be able to figure out the ER endings and the IR endings. So the ER endings are very similar. It's always going to be an O for the yo form. But now instead of an AS, it becomes ES. So O, es, E. Nosotros would be hemos. And ellos, ellas, ustedes would be en. And then if you note the pattern again, you realize that AR, ER, and IR are all similar, but ER and IR are even more similar. So go ahead and remind yourself of those endings. And those endings are O, es, e. This time it changes to imos, en. So make sure you have that written down correctly in your packet. If you don't have your packet with you, make sure you have it written down somewhere so that you can complete this practice accurately. So go ahead and right now conjugate the verb bailar, which means to dance, for Ana. So instead of having Ana to dance, you have Ana dances. So we would have Ana baila. Next one, Simón y yo, and the verb is navegar. As in navegar en la red. So the answer would be Simón y yo navegamos. 2, buscar, present tense. So what you're trying to write there is you look for. 2 form of an AR verb. The answer there would be buscas. 2, buscas. Maybe you buscas algo en el motor de búsqueda. You look for something in a search engine. Next one, we have the nosotros form of subir, which is an IR verb. And the answer would be nosotros subimos. So now subir is one of those words that, depending on the context, it could mean a variety of things. It could mean nosotros subimos, as in we upload, or it might be nosotros subimos el autobús, like we get onto the bus. Okay, and the next one is Ellos escribir. And the answer is escriben. And Pancho bebe. Okay, so that is it for your regular present tense. So now we're going to move on to some of the irregulars. So the first irregular we're going to go over is the verb ir, which means what? What does the verb ir mean? As in, me gusta ir a la playa. Necesito ir al dentista. And the answer is to go. So now you can see two of the conjugations. You have the to form and you have the ellos, ellas, ustedes form. So those are kind of your clue. It's like, hey, we have vas. What comes before vas? So the yo form of ir would be what? Yo blank. And the answer is voy. And yo voy, tu vas, él y usted blank. The answer is va. Nosotros blank. Voy, vas, va. Vamos, van. So again, that's the verb ir in the present tense. You have now learned ir in three tenses. You know it in the present, which is voy, vas, va, vamos, van. You know it in the preterite. It's the weird one, kind of. Fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueran. And you know it in the imperfect, which is iba, ibas, iba, íbamos, iban. All right. Excuse me. Next verb is hacer, which means to make or do. In most forms, it's a regular ER verb in the present tense. However, it's a go verb. It has a weird yo form. So how would you use the verb hacer to say something like, I do homework, or I make a pizza? The answer would be yo hago, as in yo hago la tarea, or yo hago la pizza en el restaurante. I make a pizza in the restaurant. All right, now we have another verb, which is irregular. And again, it is only irregular in the yo form. So if it's only irregular in the yo form, let's just go back to our regular endings. What would be the ellos, ellas, ustedes form? This one that goes right here. If it's only irregular in the yo form, this one would be what? And the answer is salen. Now, if this is a go verb, ironically, it also means to go out, as in go out with friends, salir con amigos. The yo form would be, salgo. Por ejemplo, cuando yo salgo con amigos, nosotros vamos al centro comercial, or nosotros vamos a la ciudad. All right. Next one. Now we're going to get into some stem changers. So that is when the front part of the verb, so the part that usually remains the same throughout, that's when there's a stem change there. So a couple things with stem changes. They only happen in the yo form, to form, el, ella, usted form, ellos, ellas, ustedes forms. It does not happen in the nosotros form. So let's first go over the meaning of jugar. It's a really common verb. You can jugar un deporte, to play a sport. You can jugar videojuegos, jugar juegos de mesa, jugar al escondite, right, to play hide and seek. The verb means to play. So when we conjugate this, we're going to take off the AR like we always do. But then in addition, whoa, this should say U. It is a U to UE. In addition, we have to change this form, this letter, to a U E. And then we add our AR endings at the end. So the yo form would be yo juego, tú juegas, él, ella, usted juega. Now careful, this form will not take the stem change. So it's going to be jugamos and juegan. Okay, so now we have the next stem changer, which is encontrar, which means to find. Like, yo quiero encontrar una casa nueva. I want to find a new house, which is false. I don't. Or, yo quiero encontrar la información en Google. I want to find the answer on Google. Okay, so now once again we have a stem changer. This one is an O to UE, meaning this O right here is going to change to a UE. And then as always, you're also going to remove the AR in order to add your endings. So go ahead, conjugate that. Yo form, to form, el, ella, usted form. Careful with the nosotros form. Ellos, ellas, ustedes form. And your answer would be yo, whoopsie daisies, encuentro, tú encuentras, él, ella, usted encuentra. Careful here. Nosotros encontramos. Remember, nosotros form remains the same. And ellos, ellas, ustedes, go back to stem changing, encuentran. Some people call these verbs boot verbs because it kind of looks like a boot. Here we have the laces. Here we have the tie. You kind of get it. I'm going to clear this off because that's a pretty terrible drawing, but you get the point, maybe. All right. So now pause the screen. We're going to do some practice, but before you do, let's just remind ourselves this is a go verb. This is an E to I, E stem change. We just went over this one. We went over this one. Let's see, any other. This has a weird yo form. This one, just remove the R. Everything else we have gone over. Okay, time to check our work. Ana tiene, Ana tiene, Ana has, as in Ana tiene tres gatos. Ana has 3 cats. She's a cat lady. Yo salgo. Oopsie daisies. Let's erase that so we can see. Yo salgo. I go out, as in yo salgo con mi familia frecuentemente. I go out with my family often. Tu y yo. So it is a stem changer, but it's the nosotros form. No stem change. Encontramos. Here we have Nicolás encuentra. Ellos ven. Pancho, present tense. Va. La familia. Now remember, la familia is just one family, so it's conjugated like he or she, which means la familia tiene. Los estudiantes van. For example, los estudiantes van a la cafetería para almuerzo. The students go to the cafeteria for lunch. Yo juego. María da, as in María da un paseo en bote. Mónica y tú hacen, and yo hago. All right, so that is the end of your present tense, regular and irregular with stem changers review. Now we have some fireworks. Wait, but hold on. Fireworks. Oh, okay. Whoops, the daisies. Okay. Have a good day. Hopefully this helped.